everyone. How you all doing today? However, I also wasn't ready today as well. My pitch, I had noticed that I had a few things inside my pitch, and I was also at home actually still working on this project behind me, which I have updated it. So what I was gonna do for you all, I was gonna give you all a pitch for this one, but I was gonna update the video because I've noticed that each time I get votes and boosts and everything, when I notice I go back, it's like the counter has recounted itself, it has recalibrated. So I'm like, oh, okay. So someone must have won. So due to my schedule, my work schedule, and the fact that I've been in my office and stuff like that, and also working on this project here, I've missed the pitch practice to update my video. So I'm actually sitting in front of my computer now working on it. So that's what I was explaining to Ann. So I do apologize for wasting you all's time. And it was unexpected. So but I do apologize. Next time I will be ready, you guys, if I can get another chance, of course. And I'll have a stellar pitch in another video. But I'm going to be taking the one down and updating real soon. So,
Okay. Did you want to
yeah.
just give us a 30-second overview of what your business
Yeah.
is like, practice in that
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, for sure. I could do that for sure. So I'll turn my camera around a little bit and then I'll show you all. So this is my vision board. This is a part of my business. So this is Fago Streams Drive-In Movie Theater. So basically what I plan to do is I have recycled golf carts and, recycled cars and the repurposed cars and everything like that. And what I'm going to be doing is turning the vision of all these cars, these vehicles into like a seating at a drive-in movie theater. So you all know they're going to be taken away real soon. The automobile company is going to be changing from gas operated vehicles to electric vehicles and things like that. So what I plan to do is basically have like a museum style type building, something like this, of course. So I've taken liberty of designing my own conceptual design of my business demonstration for Fago Streams Drive-In Movie Theater, which is two jumbotrons, what you see here, and these gray platforms here are going to basically a demonstration of basically what the cars are that I showed you there. The blue stickers are representation of that. So all of this is going to be built from mycelium. It's going to be a closed loop system of water. This bridge here is water, and there's going to be algae thermal panels. It's going to be used for energy. There's going to be a rainwater catching system, which is going to be located underground. That there is pneumatic tubing. Those straws are going to be connected into where these are along here for the recycling of garbage and stuff like that. And it's basically going to be the building is going to be built from mushroom, so mycelium from mushroom. So that's why you see this is moss on here. This is like an entrance way to the building. There's some more algae thermal panels. There's a stage there for performers. So I built all of this basically out of stuff from my home, like around the house, recycling stuff like that, because I believe in sustainable energy as well. And also within this too, I have a clothing line that I'm going to be coming up with as well. That is what I'm going to put inside my pitch as well for my business, which the clothing is going to be made from mycelium as well from the mushroom. And this is another totally different project of part of my business as well. So I'm making two different conceptual designs of what I see from my vision. And the reason why I started this business, to be honest, is because I had went through a situation where we all have mental health issues and stuff like that, where my family turned their back on me and things like that. So for me, you always being told no, that you can't do something is very hard in our community as a black man, and people come up in different neighborhood of cultures and stuff like that. So for me, art was always something that I've done, and my artistry, like before my sister died of sickle cell and my brother died of leukemia cancer. Sorry, I'm a little emotional for me as well. So we used to take her, like the clothes from for the dolls and stuff like that. We used to cut our curtains and our sheets and stuff like that to make her doll clothes, like our little toy boxes. And my mom used to come home and she used to see all the stuff on the floor. She's like, "What the did you guys do? You messed up all this stuff. You did all this stuff for your clothes, and now I gotta buy new stuff." But it was all because of our sister. She wanted to play with us. She was the only girl. So that's where this vision came from. For me, it was just like I wanted something for my own, but also nostalgia. I love movie theaters. So I'm like, well, let me do something with the movie theaters and also with sustainable energy. If I'm always talking about clean energy, this, that, and the third, how about I bring the nostalgia of cinema and sustainable energy together? So,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So,
That's awesome.
Wow.
yeah,
That is like that's incredible and very creative of how looking at the cars, looking at the cinema. I love cinema.
Yeah.
That whole idea of the like sitting there, it's such a kind of it's
Yeah. So
like a unique experience that you would want to do, and just how you've it's just blown me away. Your whole concept of everything. Um, Amazing. Do we don't have too much time left. Would someone like to jump in?
I would.
I don't.
Oh,
A
sorry.
couple. Everyone's like,
No, it's okay.
oh.
No, they usually use the hand raise function. I'm sorry. Look, that's why I use it.
I can't find it on my screen. I'm
I
sorry.
just I just
If it
swipe left,
helps.
and now I can see everybody. Now I swipe left, and I can see all the hands, and if I can see everybody. Hey, Alike, too. By the way, thank you for being here as well.
Of
I
course.
love
So
all
if
your
you
work.
want
I
to,
love your presentations as well. I was scared. I'm like, oh, Alike is gonna say something.
no, it's fine. My goal is I make sure to be respectful because the goal of me critiquing is not, well, let's see how much I can pick apart. It's always going to be in the best interest of the future because I'm a part of an in-person entrepreneurial accelerator space.
Yeah.
I've been surrounded by people who are self-made, who had nothing and now are making millions from their own stuff, and I've gotten feedback from them in my own experiences from being around a community. So yeah, my goal is to never be to see how many people I can bully to be better. It's just be offering the resources and the steps. So thank you.
Right.
Other than that, I love that you tied in your emotional story. I think that's something you should open up with in any pitch. So what I learned is that when you pitch, the first thing you should have is a very strong hook. You either open with a shocking fact, an
Yes.
emotional like connection, or just something wacky and incredible that immediately gets your attention, even just something funny. So that's something you should always open with. So you're like, oh, heartstrings, I'm drawn in. I
Yeah.
noticed you're very passionate about, you have many passion products, and I love that. I just know when it comes down to investors, they want to be focused on one thing, because if they're going to fund one project of yours, they need to learn about one project of yours, because when you start to talk about one and you branch into other things, and you're splitting heads and splitting ideas, and you want everybody to feel like they can agree on one idea. And then obviously when you've built that empire, then you can work on the next. So you can focus on one, that'll be perfect. I guess two, I loved how you talked about sustainability. That's super awesome. I think it'll be in your best interest to educate people on, okay, you said, oh, this is made out of mushroom. Now they're going to want to know, well, how does that happen? So being
Mhm.
able to have the facts about
Mhm.
why that matters, and then back it up with how profitable that is, that's going to really draw in people who are like, oh, we should be investing in mycelium for our fabrics and things like that. And be prepared for questions on, well, how strong is it? How is it better than cement? How is it better than cotton? How is it better than polyester? Things like that is going to matter when people really want to punch holes in your idea. But that's
Oh
all
yeah.
I have.
Thank you. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate that. And actually, what I was going to say too, I was going to say all of those facts because actually, again, along studying all of this stuff, believe it or not, of course, we all have to do our research about what we do. I literally learned every single thing I need to know, like why the mushroom is this. This is why I'm using it because it binds. Like if it's an earthquake, just really quickly. I know I see your hand, Shawnee, really quickly. Mushrooms, if you're in a place where if the earthquake happens and sorry, excuse me, earthquake happens and the building, for example, shakes, it binds and it glues all those cracks back together and it holds it, it strips it. So it is also good for moisture, heating, and everything like that. So mycelium is really good for fabric too. It's better than cotton. It doesn't shrink. It actually keeps you, warm and everything like that. They use it in the military too for a lot of things. But I'll leave it there, Shani.
Oh yes. Oh, hello everybody. I definitely wanted to say your vision board was very creative. I am very interested in seeing the full pitch. I love the idea of repurposing the vehicle, like the vehicles and stuff, and I thought it was very nostalgic. And I also wanted to piggyback on you and Alike's conversation and to give Alike her praise because when I did my practice pitch, she gave me some amazing and valuable feedback. I remember I had 18 slides. I took it down to 10. And because of that great advice, when I did the pitch practice, I was selected. So I just want to thank you guys. Just thanks, sky's the limit, and great job, Sixe. So I can't wait to see what everybody else does.
Thank you. I really appreciate that again. And thank you all for giving me a chance as well. I know it took a little while. You know, again, I was a little nervous because it was unexpected, but I'm glad that I finally was able to dig deep inside. And like Ronaldo said, you know, this is a blessing. You know, at first I thought the same thing he did. I'm pretty sure a lot of us thought the same thing. But for me to be able to get in front of a platform like this and finally get it out there, that's actually a really good thing. So I really appreciate you all.
Oh, thank you, Sixe. And we look forward to your when you are ready, when you've got your
Yes.
kids together. Yeah, for
Yeah.
that one as well. So yeah, thank you for jumping in and having that courage even kind of before you're ready to
Yep.
come and speak with us today. I'm sure
For
like it's
sure.
really inspired a lot of people and a lot of people have questions. So we hope to see you as well at the Growth Lab event that we've got
Yes.
coming up. I'll just
Yes, you will.
in due to the time